Hello, Internet. It is I, Malik Aaron, and welcome back to the channel. Episode 206. So, recently the news has been very dry when it comes to release date news. I mean, sure, there's the Taylor Swift Eras Tour concert movie that swooped into October, surprised everyone, and is expected to be the fall savior. I mean, but besides that, the last real shocking thing that's happened was the delay of Dune Part 2 to 2024. But even then, like, people knew that was going to happen. It was just only a matter of time before Warner Brothers said anything. But ever since then, things have been just so bland and uninteresting. And that has yet to change because the three movies I'm going to be talking about in this video, none of them are blockbuster-esque films. None of them have a whole lot of fanfare, around them. They're just mid-level movies. And that's not very interesting to talk about, but what am I going to do? So, let's begin. So, the first one we're going to be talking about, this happened last Friday. This is about Priscilla, which was supposed to come out, have a wide release October 27th, the last weekend of October. But that's now changed. It got delayed by a week and will now come out November 3rd, which was the weekend that Doom Part 2 was supposed to launch before it got moved to next March. So it left a big old void as a result. And some of these mid level movies are trying to fill in that void. So, yeah, but Priscilla, like, it's basically Elvis, but flipped. So instead of Elvis, it's about his wife, which I'm like, okay, sure. But, like, the timing feels very weird because we just had Elvis, the movie, last year with Austin Butler, Tom Hanks, and all them. That happened last year. Now we're having this. I imagine some people are just going to be, wait a minute, haven't I seen this before? Like, I feel like it's going to be the vibe that may hurt this movie, but apparently it's clearly being positioned as an Oscar movie, an award centric flick. I mean, reviews seem pretty good, quite good. Uh, but yeah, I don't. I think. Oh yeah, I did see a trailer for this in front of Talk to Me because this is from A24, so there's a connection. The trailer really showed me nothing, really, like nothing that would get me excited. I was just like, okay, that was a thing. But yeah, for anyone who was interested in this, you're gonna have to wait another week. Sorry, but what can you do? I mean, at least it didn't get delayed to like 2024. And it's kind of surprising all these awards movies are still coming out this year, considering the writer's strike and the actor's strike. Although apparently this they're free to promote this movie because it was granted like an interim agreement for the SAG-AFTRA, the Actors Guild strike. So this movie's fine. Nothing can really stop this movie. As the other movies, they got to deal with the problems of the actor strike. This doesn't. So I guess I guess it's good. It gives the box office it gives November a little bit more oomph, but not a whole lot of oomph because I don't see this being a major hit. I doubt it won't even come close to Elvis's box office because that had a big studio behind it. That had Warner Brothers behind it. This doesn't. So, but it will be interesting to see how it does. Yeah. So that's the first thing. The next two things happened earlier today. So first, the Marsh's King's daughter. I talked about this. I forgot when. Okay, I talked about it like a couple of cancel episodes ago. It was like 201. Yeah. It was like when I talked about Drive Away Dolls and Dumb Money. I talked about a lot of movies that changed dates or were added onto the calendar But this, well, it got delayed. And surprise, surprise, it was because of Taylor Swift. Yeah. If you haven't noticed, a lot of these recent changes are because of the Eras Tour concert movie. Like that, the fact that so many movies have changed their dates to just move around Taylor Swift shows you how big of a deal the Taylor Swift movie is. Because you just don't do this with like any movie. You do this with a movie that is expected to make big money. And judging by the pre-sale numbers for the Taylor Swift movie, it is very much expected to be a big money hit. So obviously, no, a lot of these smaller movies they don't want to deal with that at all. And that's definitely the case for the Marsh's King's Daughter, which was supposed to come out October 6th, but now it's coming out November 3rd. So yeah, same weekend as Priscilla, and I believe the same weekend as it was like that Meg Ryan movie that I talked about a little while ago. Forgot that what happens next, I think, whatever it was called. So yeah, all these small mid-range movies, they're trying to like they're taking over the first week of November because again, Doom Part 2 is gone. It's not coming out in November anymore. So it leaves opportunity for some of these movies. So, and they're clearly want to take it because like November 3rd, that's going to be the last weekend of the Eras Tour concert movie. That's because that whole movie's weird. Like it's not going to play like a traditional movie because it's going to open like for like its first weekend the 13th, then the next weekend the 20th, and the next weekend the 27th, and then Halloween, and then the 3rd of November, and then that's it. It's gone. So it's a bit strange, but November 3rd is like the last week. At this point, I feel like the hype will definitely die down. So, I mean, it's probably the safest weekend for these movies. But yeah, with Marsh's King's Daughter, I don't care. I do not care. I'm sorry, I don't care. I literally couldn't care less. But for anyone who does care, well, you gotta wait till November now. So yeah, and then last and I guess least, the most recent news, the shift from Angel Studios, the distributor of Sound of Freedom, which shocked everybody at the box office, especially me. So their next film is The Shift will now be coming out December 1st. And that's important because like early December, like those first 2 weekends of December are very just there's just nothing. It's very empty. Like there's like all the biggish stuff that doesn't come out till like mid December and like Christmas time. Like that early part of December is very weak. So I guess it's smart to like put a movie there. But yet with like the shift, like I don't know how to feel about this. Uh because I don't know anything about it. I mean, it has a trailer, but I don't really care that much about it. But I mean, Jason Marth, who is Jason Marth? Nolan North, the voice of Deadpool in most media. That Nolan North, like Nathan Drake, Nolan North, is that the Nolan North we're talking about? Well, that's kind of weird. I mean, it's so yeah. I don't have any thoughts on this movie because I don't know what it is. If I see like a trailer, maybe if I see a trailer, maybe I'll be interested, maybe not. I don't know. But December gets another movie. Hoorah! I guess. I mean, like the chances of this being another Sound of Freedom at the box office are insanely slim. But you never know. Crazy things happen all the time at the box office. I mean, who would have thought that the $2 billion movies of this year would be the Mario movie and the Barbie movie, right? Not me. Not at all. So yeah. who knows what will happen. But yeah, that's really that's it. So it's time to play that game. What will happen next? I mean, September, it seems fine. Like, why would anything change now? October, it seems like October is finally done. Like, it's finally like, okay, we're good. Everything's fine. Soulmates, I have no idea what that is. That just appeared. And then I go away a freelance. Apparently was supposed to come out the 6th, but I got delayed to the 27th. I don't really care at all. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But yeah, October should be fine. November. See, there's Marsh's King's Daughter. Priscilla's not there for some reason, and what happens later, that's there. You think they would make them like wide releases, take advantage, or at least try to take advantage of that weekend. And then you got the rest of November, which seems like it's on track to stay the way it is. I think. I mean, I know Thanksgiving just got like its marketing campaign started, and I was like, okay, this movie will come out. Or all right. Yeah, November seems fine. December, there's the shift. And then there's everything else after that. The Boy and the Heron, that's like, shoot. What was the dude's name? I feel so bad. Hayao Miyazaki's like, this was his last movie, right? So I feel like, I mean, I don't know. If that is a wide release, then it'll be interesting to talk about it. But yeah, as I already mentioned, the beginning of December is very weak. The real stuff doesn't come out till like later on. Aquaman 2, its marketing campaign is finally started. I'm like, took you long enough, WB. But I still feel like that movie's going to be a disaster because it's 2023. Every DC movie that's come out this year has been an absolute catastrophe. Shazam 2, The Flash, Blue Beetle, all epic failures. I can't imagine Aquaman 2 is going to change. I can't imagine it's going to be different with Aquaman 2. But it will be entertaining to watch it crash and burn. So, yeah, so is that everything else? Iron Claw, I don't know what that is. It's just there. I guess everything else should remain there. There's no real reason for it to change. And then you got Whitebird, no one cares about that. And then you got January, it's like whatever, I think. I think Book of Clarence got a trailer, but like it's just whatever here. Then you got February. It's just another just bleh month. March, same thing. Uh April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. This schedule is gonna get real wacky in a little bit, probably in a few weeks, because these movies, there is no chance they're gonna make Deadpool 3. There is zero chance that's gonna make its release date. I refuse to believe it's going to, because like the director Sean Levy said they only finished like half the movie, so I can't imagine like the moment like the strikes are over, like they're just gonna rush to the finish line. I don't think they're gonna do that. So I feel like it's gonna get delayed, and there's gonna be a big old domino effect, and yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm prepared for a domino effect. Uh, yeah, the rest of 2024 is just like there for now. Then you got all these movies that are in the ether. Then you got 2025. The chances of like any of these movies sticking the landing is real slim. But we'll see. But yeah, that's the next 2 years. So yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, share the whole drill. Want to check out more videos like this? I got playlists on the homepage, all previous prediction videos, not prediction, cancel episodes. I made on the channel. I've now made 206 episodes, including this one. So if you want to watch any of them from beginning to now, want to binge them all from beginning to now, I highly encourage you to do that. So go do it. There's also box office predictions, where I predict box office for movies. This weekend, I do Camp Hideout for some reason and A Haunting in Venice. So stay tuned for those videos. But if you want to watch any of the past prediction videos I made this year or the past few years, you can go right ahead. There's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. My summer recap, my three-parter, that will come out in like, I don't know, 2 weeks, give or take 2 weeks. And I mean, like, I've, I guess, like, with like the way I set it up, being like non-losers, small losers, and big losers. I feel like some of my choices, you may not like some of my choices, you may argue against some of my choices, but it's just how I see these movies, how if I think they're a success or not. But yeah, I think, and besides, I'm gonna need like several more weeks to determine like some of these movies, like where they go, and it's a headache. But hopefully it'll all be figured out in the next 2 weeks, and then I'll be able to make those videos with ease. But I can just tell you this, like, ugh. I have a strong feeling like the loser videos, like the small loser, big loser videos are going to be a lot longer than the winner videos. Although maybe I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, stay tuned for those videos. And my September recap, that won't come out till like the first week of October, so stay tuned for that as well. But if you want to watch any of the past, no, actually no, yeah, like a little after the first week of October, so stay tuned for that. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos I made on the channel, you can go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.